Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Bill is off today. A stolen firearms investigation leads one person being taken into custody. These are new developments tonight into that law enforcement response that we first reported earlier today in the village of Black Creek and an apartment on East Burdick Street. Samantha Cavalli tells us what law enforcement discovered in this first alert update.
Law enforcement clearing the scene just a short time ago after conducting a search warrant at this apartment complex. This was part of an investigation into stolen guns and drugs. Dozens of squad cars along with SWAT teams from multiple agencies on scene of a now resolved incident in the village of Black Creek. Captain Nate Borman with the Outagamie County Sheriff's Office says this was a planned raid.
It's related to prior cases we've already had, and that case led to further information here, which developed into this search warrant.
Residents in the apartment complex were told to stay indoors until the situation was resolved. Black Creek Elementary School on a nearly 35-minute educational lockdown, according to the superintendent of the Seymour Community School District. Notices were sent out to parents, making them aware. The presence of firearms, says Borman, prompting a larger than usual response.
Anytime we have stolen firearms involved, or there was some added information with those firearms that caused other concerns, that's going to spur a larger response for officer safety and for the safety of the community.
The investigation involves other cities within Outagamie County. However, Captain Borman could not go into further details about it. The investigation remains ongoing. Reporting in the village of Black Creek, Samantha Cavalli, Action 2 News.